Hello and welcome back to this first episode of Football Manager Career Mode, Schalke 04. This has been coming for a long time. I've wanted to play Football Manager since I don't know, like a few weeks. I've been playing it I think since 2018, so pretty long time, and I always really liked the concept of Football Manager and how the stats worked. However, this time I'm going to do it a little bit different. I've actually always played Football Manager just with the flow, and this time I wanted to do it a little bit special. So what I'm doing is I'm playing it with Excel and data. That's why this series is called Moneyball. If you like the concept and if you like the idea, please let me know in the comments so I know what to expect and what you guys think of it. And if you don't like the idea, also tell me straight away. I've already made one video explaining how I use the Excel and how the Excel works. There's a link down below to the Excel if you want to see, or to the video where I explain the Excel if you want to see how it works. If you don't want to see how it works and you just want to see me play through the seasons, then go ahead. What I think I'll be doing is I'll be making 5 or 4 episodes a season, so we go through the game a lot. And I think I will upload every Saturday and Sunday around 12 because this series takes a long time to make, and I still have a full-time job where I have to work at. Um, this does nothing with the Crusader King series that's been going on, so don't worry about that. But let's go ahead and set up the game first and foremost. We're going for a career mode. And of course, as you could already see, we are going for a German team, a German fallen giant. We're going for Schalke 04 here. Choose the game mode that we want to play. So you've got original, real world, or your world. This is not what I'm gonna play. We could play this. Um, Players will start at the clubs where they were at the start date of this career. They will then move to the new club at the same date as they did in real life. I'm just gonna go for original. That's all fine by me. We can go to advanced setup because I want to set up this game a bit differently than I usually do. As you can see, a lot of leagues have been added. I already did that before. I have added Portugal, the Netherlands, because I'm Dutch myself, so I like it when that league is in. France I've added, and I think England was already in. So those are the ones that I'm going to be using. I was thinking of also using Poland since it's pretty close, and we could just add that. That's fine. So for the Spanish league, I just want the 3 lowest league. I just want the highest leagues from Poland. Let's also go for all the leagues in the Netherlands. Let's only go for the 2 leagues in Italy. Let's also go for, let's see, the 3 leagues in, no, let's go for the 4 leagues in England. And then let's also go for the lower leagues, of course, in Germany and in Austria. So right here, I'm not going to put anything on. Disable player masking attributes won't be on. Prevent use of in-game editor. I will click on. So just so you guys know that everything is legit that we do here. Um, this is basically the settings that I'm going to play with. It's going to make my PC a lot slower, but it's all fine. I could also still go to large database or medium, but I think I'm going to go for medium. At 3 stars is fine. My PC usually works fine with that. So right here we will press start game and we're going to start the game. I'm not going to show that to you. I'm just going to pause right here and you will hear about me in like 5 more seconds while I just cut the video. So see you in a bit. So here we are back again. I have filled in everything that we needed. So we are Leon, unskilled, of course, to the name of my channel. We are Dutch, born in Eindhoven. I'm born to close to this, but I'm not gonna put that in. Born the 21st of the 24th of December 1989, and my favorite team is PSV. I've been a supporter since all my life. I've just done a random body. I'm trying to make it look a bit more like myself, but it's very hard to actually do that. Let's just skip through these things and then we go to managerial style. What I want to do is I don't want to click on these. I'm going to go from the 0 to everything. I'm just going to see if I can get it. I don't think that this is something that you'll get, but I've been a Sunday league footballer. So let's go ahead and put everything that we have in the mental attributes, and then what I want to do is I want to up my motivation right here so I can motivate my players in group talks and in team meetings. I think that's the most important thing. So let's go ahead and click confirm, and then we should see that we get hired as the coach for FC Schalke. Um, they welcome me, etc., etc. Yeah, let's see what their objectives are. So they're founded in 1905. Our first rivals are Dortmund. We have 500,000 in our transfer budget, which is absolutely nothing. We have almost 500,000 per week in wages. That's a lot, and we have a big bill, big stadium which could house 26,000 people. As you can see, a lot of Bundesliga titles, even a Europa League, some Bundesliga second titles, German Super Cups, and other things like that. So we're going to need to go back to those highs of Schalke 04, but I think we should be able to do it. We're predicted to come in first, which is a tough ask, but we can do it. This is our starting 11. With our top order, Rolf Fouman. He's an old goalkeeper, I know. So I don't think we're going to be using him, but we will see about that. Let's go ahead and click next. So what Schalke wants from us is they want us to sign German-based players, sign German players, develop players, break even in the transfer market, work within the wage budget, and we need to get the automatic promotion to the Bundesliga. And then we should remain in Bundesliga, become an established Bundesliga team, and then become self-sustained. Because I think that Schalke still has a lot of depths that they need to do. So let's go ahead. I don't want to schedule a meeting with the media. Let's just save this as it is. Leon Unskilled, Schalke 04. And then here it is. Schalke 04 have hired Unskilled as a manager. This is our sporting group, so we currently have 40,000 season ticket holders, which is a lot. That gives us a lot of income. Don't have a lot of social media followers, but we will build that up as we go. Let's accept this current vision, and here we already see which players are end of their contracts. It doesn't really matter that they are out because we can find, I think, enough good people to replace them, but we're just going to have to look through that later on. It already tells us to create a tactic. I always load in this tactic this year. I like this tactic. I've got it from the FM Scout channel, Scout website. So if you want, you can just search for 4-2-4 D formation and 3-4-3 with wingbacks. I like them a lot. And I'm going to be using this because my Excel is made for this tactic. So I'm just going to put in all the players that are useful. So those are the tactics already done. I will fill them in later on. I will first walk you through what we have right here. As you can see, we do have a lot of good players. I will Timo Baumgartel is really good. Ron Schallenberg is really good, and they're young still. This guy is 24, so he's still very good. He's been bought for 2 million. Let's see, what else do I need to show you? Yeah, I don't think there's a lot to show. I'm just going to fill in the tactic, how I think it should be filled in, combined with my Excel sheet, of course, and then I will head back to you. Um, it's one thing I wanted to see. Yeah, we're in debt massively, 160 million in debt. Let's see if we have any other debts and loans. Yeah, we have a bank loan of 183 million, which is a lot. Um, no, 177 still. We have a net debt of 200, so we have a lot of debt. So I don't think income-wise there's going to be a lot for us to gain, but and we're not going to be able to increase our facilities, I think, soon. However, we can check what our facilities are at the moment, if they're bad or really bad. So excellent youth and training facilities, average corporate, good youth recruitment, excellent academic coaching. So that's good. So we don't have to worry about that for now, which is very nice. That's just something that we can build up later on. So I think this is the moment where I just cut, and I will come back in a few seconds and I will fill in the team as I think it should be filled in. So once again, see you in a bit. Hi guys, back again. We filled in the whole team this time. And as you can see, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty okay. I've used my Excel sheet to determine which people are the best in every position. If you want to see how I do that or how it works, go to the video in the description once again. It will show you just how you should do it. So as you can see, we're playing a 4-2-2-2 with, or actually a 4-2-4 because these guys are up there. I filled in everyone, and as you can see, some people don't really excel at a certain position because they don't know how to play there. For example, Paul Seguin here, he is from naturally he's a defensive midfielder, but it turns out he's a very good wingback in attack as well. As you can see right here, he has good crossing, good tackling, good technique, good mentals as well. Lacks a little bit of flair, but that's okay, and good physicals. So what I usually do with these players, if they're not trained in the role, I just go ahead and go to right back where he's going to be playing, and then put him on attack, and then that's where he will be trained. My mistake, he's going to be our left back, so we're going to defender, attack, wing back, attack, and then he will train in that, and we will see if he develops a bit more. I've also made some other decisions. So there's two persons who are going to be leaving. Kaminsky, who is a little bit at the like he's the same level as Cisse. So as we if we compare these two, Kaminsky, where are you? Last name Kaminsky. Okay, here he is. So if we go to attributes and then highlight for the defensive role, because they're both for the ball playing defenders, you can see that Kaminsky does win a lot of the mental attributes. He doesn't really win the physical. And of course the physical right here, he's a lot worse. So jumping, reach and strength are things that Cisse has and Kaminsky doesn't. So those are weighed highly. Um, Kaminsky's a little bit better, but when you compare the two, Cisse has a potential of 3.5 stars, and Kaminsky isn't gonna get any better. So potentially Cisse can become better, and since that we don't their reserves anyway, it doesn't really matter. Aoyan is really good at the position that he plays at, but he just got beat, and I think it's because of his the mentals that he has. He just got beat by Paul Seguin, and I think he's just more well-rounded than Aoyan is. So that's how we filled that in. I'm going to make a few changes still until the end of the transfer window. So I will fast forward from now to the end of the transfer window, and then you will see what kind of changes I made. I think I am going to go for a new inside forward, because as we could see the last time we looked at this, is that a lot of people are ending, their contracts are ending, and you can see it's a striker, attacking midfielder, experienced midfielder, powerful striker. This guy is also more a attacking option. So a lot of attackers are leaving, and they're also very old. So I really don't want to give them another contract, and I don't even think they want to. So this guy we're already trying to sell, and this guy is a backup, but I'm not sure if I want to make him stay longer. These two might stay longer, but I'm not sure yet. So what I will do now is I will sim back to the end of the transfer window, and then you will see what things have been happened, or what we do, who we bought or who we didn't buy. We don't have a lot of budget, but 500k is something that we can do something with. It's not too bad. Let's put this on Central Europe. That's fine for now, and let's just start scouting some players. Probably not going to go. Not gonna have a lot of options, but we'll see about that. For now, I'm just going to sim forward a couple of months. I think it's 2 more months until the transfer window ends. So I'll see you then. So here we are, guys. Let me show you how we got on into the first couple of matches. And let me show you what kind of transfers we made. This probably shows you already a little something. Let's go ahead and go to schedule. As you see, we did lose our first game and then taken a draw, so I thought we weren't working, but we just needed more familiarity with the tactic, and we also needed to have a better morale because our morale is pretty low. And as you saw in the first episode, my training license isn't very good, because I decided to go with a very bad training license, as you can see right here. So I'm like the worst of the worst. So we're going to need to build this up if we want to later on. Anyway, let's go to the schedule. So we lost the first one, then we drew, then we lost in the cup against Munster, who are a third Bundesliga team. So that wasn't very good, but there's nothing we really could do about that because we just didn't have very good familiarity with our tactic yet. The matches after that went pretty well. A match against Braunschweig and Kiel and Wien and Wiesbaden, which we barely lost. We lost in the 91st minute. We drew, but it felt like a loss. And then I played two friendlies just to get my squad a bit of game time because it's an international break right after the transfer window. So I just had them play a friendly, and the friendlies also make sure that there's come some money in. And let's go to the transfers then. If you look at transfer history right here, these I didn't buy all of these players. I did buy these three players. So I bought Koita, who is a very promising prospect from Red Bull Salzburg. He's already a starter and he's one of the best players we have. We bought him for 8.7, but that's not actually true. I think I paid 1 million and then I paid 7.75, something like that, in installments, and they will accept that. I also bought Derek Keul for something about the same, probably like 1 million up front. And he's our starting left back now, so he's pretty good. He also seems to have great potential still. And we bought in Danny Da Costa, a veteran right back, which I really like. I can play him as right back. I can play him as a central defender, which he also had a very good statistic for if you look at my data sheet. So we bought those guys in. Then we did sell a lot of players. Firstly, let's go to the loans. We loaned out a lot of players, with one guy in particular that I really think is already very close to the first team level, which is Asan Cuedrago. Sorry for that, Cuedrago. It makes me cough even. Um, he's very promising. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do, and he's very close to our first team level yet. He just needs to increase his mentals a lot. And then to the actual sales, we did sell Brunner and Aoyan here. They were a backup right back and backup left back, and Aoyan was running out of a contract, so I just sold him because I really couldn't do anything with him anymore. Then we've also sold Kaminski, which was a backup defender, so also not of use for us. And we also got rid of Ralph Farman. Why Ralph Farman? He had a pretty big contract and he wasn't better than our current keeper, so I just sold him, and his contract was also running out. We also sold Las Oca, who was just a backup of a backup of a backup. Not very important. He wasn't really interesting for us. And at the beginning, we also already sold Idrisi, who looks very good, but just not good enough. As you can see right here, he wasn't for us. Anyway, that's what we did in the transfer window. Let's show you how the team is looking right now. So the new player, Danny Da Costa and Derek Cole, they have come in and they have just taken their places as the right back and the starting left back. That meant that Lino Tempelman and Paul Seguin will go to the bench, but I will probably need them a lot more, so they will come in, I think, a lot. Leon Grijmel, I didn't even realize, but he's out for 10 months at the beginning of the game, so 7 to 8 months he's out. So we've mainly been playing Cisse, and Cisse's been doing pretty okay. He's catching up and he has some potential, so it's not even that bad that he plays. Furthermore, no really changes. I did find out that I had like 3 of these very old bad players in my second team, so I tried to get rid of them, but I really couldn't. But I'm gonna try to get rid of them anyway. And what I will be doing is I will probably be playing until this area, somewhere around here, the next transfer window. I will probably show you how we went on in the first half of the season, and then I will show you what kind of transfers we made, because there's going to be a lot of free agents that we could pick up maybe, and that would help us. So yeah, I think I'm going to go back there. Of course, everything I do in this save, from deciding who's my starter, who's my backup, and from scouting players to buying players, is all done with my Excel sheet. I have a video who explains the Excel sheet very good. I will link it down below so you can check it out. If you have any questions about it, please let me know and I will look into it. For now, I want to thank you for watching. If you've liked this kind of video, please let me know and leave a like down below and subscribe if you want to see more. And also, if you want more explanation of how the Excel sheet works or what I'm doing with the series, leave down a comment and I'll be happy to answer all of your questions. Once again, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed and see you in the next video.